I love cooking and baking with cream cheese, and even though my local store shelves have plenty, I keep hearing rumors about a cream cheese shortage. So I thought it might be a good time for me to learn how to make it myself. This is Ginger Snap Kitchen. The first thing I did was place a heavy bottom pot over medium-high heat, and I added 4 cups of whole milk. I stirred the milk constantly until it came to a simmer. This took about 15 minutes. Here's what I listened to while I worked. Once it finally came to a simmer, I reduced the heat to medium, and I added 1 tablespoon of white vinegar. I stirred in the vinegar for 1 minute before I repeated the process. Once I added the vinegar, I noticed the milk began to curdle almost immediately. I repeated this process 2 more times, adding a total of 3 tablespoons of white vinegar, and stirred it constantly for 1 minute between each addition. By this point, the curds really should be separated from the whey. After the last minute of stirring, it's time to strain the cheese. I poured the mixture through a strainer that was lined with several layers of cheesecloth. Then I allowed it to drain and cool for about 15 minutes. After that, I placed the warm cheese curds in the bowl of my food processor. I allowed it to process for about 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, I checked on the texture, which was still a little bit thick and grainy. Then I added about half a teaspoon of salt, and I processed it for about 2 minutes longer until it was smooth and creamy. Then I let it chill for a while in the fridge and put it to the test by spreading it on my favorite cinnamon raisin bagel.
Okay, let's see.
While the texture was absolutely perfect, I have to admit I was a little underwhelmed by the flavor. So here's what I think. If you want to use it in a recipe, it's perfect. If you want to just eat it on a bagel, plain, I don't think so. Do you ever think about LL Cool J and wonder what he's doing?
Plug it in, Steph.